Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Carr. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. He's feeling it in a big way.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
On the set. 41 Mike. I'm trying to collect. Hey, zoom. Recon, 132 fighter.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Rocket. Say go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Gordon. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go. 8-3.
Kill.
Get it.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I know you feel it.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
2nd and 10. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strong right! Strong right! Strong right! Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Raider one.
Mine's the mic. 3 bucks.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3.
And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point from McManus is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak till the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run! Check! Check!
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Come on, set, 50, plant, 44. Check back, check back.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line. That's the end of the first
7-7, our score after one.
to 7.
Ready up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Gordon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Ready,
An
ready.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Five.
Throwing again. Gordon. This one complete to Coleman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Set up. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Switch. Switch. Check 43. Sponge.
Let go.
Now a give right side. Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. Jacobs now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Watch the call.
19-yard line.
0-0, Mike Green. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. D-line, get that quarterback.
Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
On the ready.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Toss one.
And an alley to run. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Go, go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Let's go. Get inside. Let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
93. 93. 5. What's it on?
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Hey, box drop.
We got it.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Matchbox right. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Now. Kill it. Motion me out. Hit it.
2nd and 5. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
41's the mic. Check, check, check 41. Go, go, go. Slam, slam, slam. Check 24. Check.
Topper, now.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go, go.
Let's get out the field, defense. He's coming, he's coming.
He's gripping, he's gripping.
From the gun, Gordon. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
41 Mike, 41 Mike.
To throw again, Gordon. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check, check, check 41. I'm here all day. I'm here.
Operating from the gun, Gordon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yes.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Gordon. He'll find Miller. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 48-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This is Coleman with a grab. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's put that team on the
26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Rush in. Now.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Go on. 22 Jets bomber.
Watch the twist. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Gordon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. On 3rd down, Gordon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. You're mine. Kill. Turn up.
Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw his Carr. Flush to his right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 40. 20. 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Check. Crunch.
On 1st down, Carr escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. You draw forfeit. Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
And now look at him go. He's at the 30, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is...
It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders, 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr now to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get off the field, team.
From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike's 50. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 15-yard touchdown grab, and the Raiders get a score closer. McManus's point after is good, and that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Off play action, Gordon. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tevin Coleman. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Tight end left. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Express.
From the gun, Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
29.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. You ain't
Carr going to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Deuce. No. Off.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, Gibson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Express.
59. Yeah. You don't want none.
59. Hey, Charlie.
Check. 59.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Carr. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, Alpha.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Carr going to go on 4th down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Switch.
The Steelers for 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Come on, set. 30 base.
1st down.
This is Coleman. Nice little juke. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves